Good morning, guys. Okay. Here we go. What do you guys think of the starting screen? Useful? Sound on transition. Possibly. A timer? Timer is intended to be added, Jagger. I just didn't get there quite yet. I don't have Photoshop, so I have to use GIMP when I edit things like that, and I don't know a lot about GIMP. I'm still learning it, so it's kind of a pain. It took me longer than I was expecting to get what I wanted done with that. Some sound on, you want sound on the sound on start screen. I'll write that down too. But I need a kind of current events tab as well as a place for it. It's not really advertising. I guess it is. It's self-advertising. It's things like where my socials are, etc. And I figure that's got to be the way to do it. Start screen, end screen kind of thing for these.
I am Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
Revel in slaughter with me.
So feedback welcome on that. I would definitely like to make sure that's working for everyone. Was it visible? I was a little worried about the font size. It turns out there's a lot of things I need to say, and I have to say them in anything resembling the human language, English language rather. I have to type a fair number of words, but man, it ends up being a lot of text on that screen. BRB screen 2 could have those to catch people who aren't there. I'm not sure what you're meaning.
Violent murderess, Queen Hellebron.
All right. Oh, the AFK. Yeah, I'm gonna do one of these when I go for my lunch, my 10-minute lunch or whatever I normally take. I'll throw that screen up again, and then again when I'm ending the stream. So hopefully between those three, we'll have that up there. Contrasting colors would help for the socials. I think they are color coded according to their site. Hello, Sidereal. Alright, we're restarting this campaign today. I think we were doing fine. We probably could have powered through the last campaign, but you know how I am. I like to min-max, and I feel like we've learned enough that I can do better, and doing better is much more interesting to me. I want to look at something I added yesterday. One of the other things I did yesterday. Let's see if we can take a look at this. We'll do it on stream. I was kind of thinking I might get to it off screen, but I ended up building the asset, but not making the decision. So we'll make that decision this morning. Where is it? Open with, please. Why would it be saved in a way that wouldn't open with this already? There we go. Open with paint.net, the greatest tool ever. All right, and then capture. Window capture, paint. Yeah. You guys see that? I should probably like move it down or something. But this is the units. Hold on, let me just move this down. That I want to look at. There we go. Yeah, a cheat sheet for unit stats. So I didn't take all of them, but I did take the ones that we need to make some decisions between. This is our basic infantry and missile infantry lineup. So I want to take a look at how these fit together. And I didn't find the interface in game particularly nice for this. I do like the pin and compare, but it wasn't super easy. I see, Kelantler. All right. So, this might be a little zoomed out too. I think we can. I think it's just Control Plus to zoom in Paint. Yeah. All right. So let's have a look through what we're doing with this. So our starting units are Dread Spears or Bleak Swords. These are our basic fodder infantry. And then when we start upgrading buildings, we have some. I wanted to look at, for example, how powerful were the Sisters of Slaughter? How powerful were the Executioners? How powerful were the Blackguard? Because there's some build synergies, right? As you build your heroes, some of the heroes promote certain sets of units. And I didn't get that as a document, but I do have it as handwritten over here. So I wanted to look at how good were these Shades? Like Shades as missile infantry, how did they compare to the Dark Shields? So this upkeep is very similar. So it feels like when I look at Dark Shield versus armored or shielded Dark Shards, excuse me. When I look at Dark Shards compared to shielded Dark Shards, it feels pretty clear that shielded Dark Shards are an upgrade, right? They're basically the exact same unit. They are exactly the same unit, except they take 30% less damage from missile fire. So if we compare that to a Shade, what happens? We get a very small amount of increase in health. Very small amount of leadership, so they're going to route less often, but they shouldn't be routing anyways. Your range units should be mostly protected from damage, which means they're not getting routed very often. They lose shielded. They're a bit faster. They're much better in melee if they get stuck. Are they a melee unit? I've been thinking they're a range unit. No, they just have good melee. Melee attack. Melee defense is better. Weapon strength and melee is better. Who gives a shit about charge bonus? They have the same ammunition, a little tiny bit more range, and about 50% more damage. That's interesting. All right. Okay. All right. So that's the missile portion of that. But we look at the other Shades, which also claim to be missile infantry. Actually are missile infantry. All right, so let's compare Shade Dual Weapon and Shade Great Swords. They also have Vanguard deployment, which is interesting. But let's take a look at this. So still all those bonuses. We look at this weapon strength. This is strong versus large, and this is strong versus
Another
infantry.
poor fool, lost in time and space.
Thank you, Angamar. 5 more gifted subs. Cheers.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with
No,
determination.
both infantry. What's the birdie symbol then? Oh, this is armor piercing. Okay.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Why is a bird armor piercing?
A new subscriber arrives.
All right.
It fills you with determination.
Melee defense, melee attack, speed. They're very similar.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
You think the bird is supposed to be armor exploding? Like the bird, like, I'm just supposed to know that birds mean armor? And that a bird also means explosions? I see. All right. So then the other one unit I wanted to take a look at was the so these are, so Shades are hybrid. And the upgraded Shades are basically missile Shades, but better. Well, they're quite a bit more expensive, but when you start looking at things like Black Arcs with minus 50% upkeep cost, as well as you can add heroes to it to further reduce that upkeep cost, feels like the upkeep is not that relevant. So probably could pick those up if we wanted to. So all right, now what is a Witch Elf? I saw some bonuses to this. Is this purple orb magic attack? Probably not. It's probably Madness of Cain. So they enrage. Low armor anti-infantry unit. They cause rampage in units they attack. Wait, they cause rampage in units they attack. They buff the damage of enemy units? Sounds fucking terrible. a melee only unit. Rampages lose control. Okay, so they don't give them the rest of the bonuses. They just give them the lose control portion. It's a bit more reasonable. Kind of squishy though. I don't see anything that really stands out. The melee defense skill is not very good. They don't have shields. They have whatever the fuck dodge is, but I think dodge is not an attribute boost. It's just reflection of their stats. But this is low armor, not particularly good melee defense. They look squishy as hell. Dodge is 20% physical resist. Is it? Okay. Because I thought dodge was like Sea Guard armor, which doesn't actually mean anything. It just means Sea Dragon cloak, which doesn't mean anything. It just means there's some stats in there. They have ward save. Huh. Feels like that should be a stat here. The defense, the cloak is missile defense? Wait, but it doesn't show me the shielded? Ah, that's irritating. Okay. Makes it harder to compare. All right, so these executioners, which seem like absolute garbage to me, what are they? They actually have fairly high leadership, like quite high leadership. If you look at things like Bleak Swords, maybe not. 20% leadership. Melee attack, melee defense. Whatever. What is Murderous Mastery? 100 armor is a lot. Buff they get for being in combat. They're anti-infantry in some way that I'm not sure. When it says this, like, is it a flat bonus for being anti-infantry? Like, are all anti-infantry bonuses equal? Or does it depend on the unit? It varies among units? Wow, get fucked for trying to make any sort of comparisons based on numbers, huh? You get half the numbers, the other half are hidden. The weapon strength shows its difference. Okay. All right. And then the Black Guard of Nagarand. Armored, armor piercing, anti-large, charge defense against large foes, 100 armor, 90 leadership, 31 speed, 36 melee attack, 48 melee defense. These things seem okay. Seem quite tanky. 9k HP, 100 armor. All right. I also wanted to compare the other ranged units. So the missile cav. So shades are at 80. Dark shards are at 90. So it's not quite 50% more damage because you get another 10 or another, what is that? 10% actual. So this is like, instead of 22 missile damage, this is really like 24. Still almost 50% more damage. So how do the Dark Riders match up here? Armor piercing missiles. So does everybody else. Very fast. Only 60 of them doing 22. So the straight up, they're doing 50% less damage than Dark Shards. Doesn't seem very good. The artillery is incredible. How about the Black Arc Corsairs? So there's two variants of Black Arc Corsair. We've got the handbows and the infantry. Just a tip, I highly recommend sticking to the Vortex campaign. It's a much better starting experience for new players, and the campaign gets story and better All right, I should be back. I hate that bug, and I literally can't fucking do shit about it. I can't track it down. I need help with that, and to get help with that, I basically need to bring the PC to a shop because I can't duplicate it on command, and I don't know how to fix it. Anyways, here we are. Cav and infantry can't be compared directly stats-wise. Yes, they can. Of course they can. I already played Vortex. I'm gonna try Mortal Empires for this one. I don't know if I consider myself a new player anymore. Maybe a medium player. And I didn't find Vortex particularly interesting as a campaign at all. So I was actually hoping this would be more interesting than Vortex. So I appreciate the concern for me, but not really there. I don't really agree with the conclusions. Oh, we have new, I tried adding some new channel point things today. So I wouldn't mind feedback on that as well. If you guys end up playing with those, let me know. All right. And we have the black, okay, so we're comparing Black Ark Corsairs to continue with what we're doing here. That's good to know, Rakash. I hate charge bonus though. Sure, charge bonus is a big thing, but fuck is it tedious. I don't know if it helps if you just use it for like 25k and not do anything, but anyways. I opened the game and opened custom battle. You can see all the units and their details. Sure, but I wanted an easy to compare thing. This seemed like that. Anyways, let's take a look at these Corsairs. Don't ban me's always been there. They literally have descriptions on them, Jagger. You just have to read the descriptions to figure out what the fuck they're for. Yeah. All right, Black Ark Corsairs versus Black Ark Corsairs handbows. Same HP, same armor, same leadership, same speed, same melee attack slightly better on the Corsairs. Melee defense slightly better on the Corsairs. The non-handbow ones, I guess how I should describe those. But the handbow ones have a ranged unit in addition. Not very far, not a ton of damage, but there. And can fire while moving. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, Xenthalos. I didn't know there was a skirmish mode that I could. I guess I always turn the skirmish mode off, don't I? So I could use a skirmish mode to try that. Do you have to click on them to see the descriptions? I'm not sure. Maybe someone who I don't redeem channel points very often. Does I think you should be able to. Does anyone know? Does anyone know if you can read the descriptions? You better be able to read the friggin' descriptions without using your points. Otherwise, what would be the point of adding descriptions? You can have the description of what it is after you purchased it. Really? Okay. All right, and we wanted to look at Sisters of Slaughter. I wanted to compare them to other melee units because they seem squishy as fuck. Yeah, the fact they have 5 armor. But you guys were saying dodge is physical resist of 20%. All right, weapon strength 38. So compared to my other melee, they're not much better. I mean, they have poison attacks was the big thing for that. And that's just a debuff to the enemy they're dealing with. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Cathonia. Kind of light HP, pretty decent leadership, decent speed, good melee defense. They look like they're a very powerful melee unit. Okay, that's worth thinking about. Shades are hybrid ranged and worth probably getting. And these sisters are elite melee, weak versus range. Okay. Sisters get a buff when they're losing in combat. Is that what Murderous Mastery says? because like a lot of units get that. All right, and then for the Black Arc Corsair Hambos, they're slightly weaker in melee, but they get a shitty ranged attack. Is this even worth anything? Do you guys think this is worth something? The comparison between a Black Arc Corsair and a Black Arc Corsair Hambo. Is it worth giving up melee stats? 4 melee defense, 4 melee attack for a very short range ranged attack? It's okay. I mean, it's whatever damage. Anti-infantry is the selling point for the Corsairs. Okay, and what does that bonus give me? I guess I have to look at it in game. I didn't notice that bonus. Thanks for pointing that out. So if we were to look at that, that's here. You guys can see what I'm doing. Let's hide this temporarily. So it's here. And it's building browser, and we're looking at the Corsairs, the other ones. Increased chance of a hit when fighting enemies that are man-sized or smaller. Does it tell me how much? No. Hover the damage number. 8. That's considerable, actually. It's a third. It's like a 30% damage boost. 28% damage boost. Something like that. It's hit and damage. It doesn't say hit and damage. It just says damage there. Where are you seeing the accuracy boost? Yes, chat. Chat, I get it. I do not need any more reminders that there's buffs to units in the combat trees. I got it. I know. I'm aware. Please, please. I'm trying to get a sense of the base units. It's not melee accuracy. Melee attack is to hit.
Quitters never win.
Wait, what did you just say? Melee attack is to hit, not accuracy? What do you think accuracy is if it's not to hit? Thank you, white boy. Jake Holt for the resub. Yeah, exactly. Melee attack is to hit and weapon strength is damage. But what does strong versus infantry give me? Is it both chance to hit and damage, or is it just, because when I want to hover over this, it just says damage. Both. An anti. We got. All right, we got Bloat Bob saying it gives me armor piercing and melee attack. Then we've got half of chat telling me it gives me accuracy and weapon damage. The tooltip says weapon damage. Blood Bob says accuracy and armor piercing, but not weapon damage. Chat, most of chat says weapon damage and accuracy. Hover over melee attack. All right, last chance, chat. Do you guys know collectively, with all the 5 heads in chat, know collectively what this does? And are you able to put that in words and share it? Damage and accuracy for sure. Do I need you guys to cite sources now? Gives you 8 melee attack and 8 damage split between armor piercing and normal. It says nothing about accuracy. Melee attack is accuracy. Wait. Melee attacks always hit, but can be blocked, absorbed by damage reduction, or go through in full. Melee attack is a rate of attack, not accuracy. Lol. Chance of a successful hit on the enemy. So you're telling me the tooltip is just straight up not accurate. That doesn't seem right. Feels like that's a hit percentage. My understanding was your hit percentage was based on melee attack versus melee defense. And essentially, if you had 36 melee attack and your opponent had 28 melee defense, you get like plus 12 hit or something. Bonus versus large / infantry adds additively to attack damage, attack and damage. Okay. So I think here, I'm just going to go with the majority right now. And I'm going to assume the majority is right here. And maybe we'll get corrected later. So sorry, Kalantar. You may be absolutely correct, but I guess I would want some cites if you're massively differing from everyone else's opinion on this. Armor piercing isn't. Okay. And I'm just going to assume, okay. I'm going to go with accuracy and damage off that, even though it only says 1. I don't know why. Because I think ultimately it's not going to matter. But I'm just going to believe you guys for now. Till I have reason not to. Just for my own sanity and the fact that we'd like to play the game today. So I think that was a good little review of the units we're working with. All right, let's see what we rolled. Majority is always right. I wouldn't say that ever. Okay. All this brainstorming, when in vanilla, all you want is 4 blackguard, 14 shades, and maybe like 3 bolt shower. Well, I want to know what I'm working with here.
Madness.
I feel like figuring out playing the faction involves assessing the faction's units, making some decisions. I like decisions. And I like informed decisions because non-informed decisions are pointless. All right, what do we have? Strider on our hag. Strider seems like a really shitty one. You guys like this? I mean, we're probably with the hag, since it can only take the Cauldron of Blood, turning this into an AoE anti-infantry unit, right? That's what it becomes. Feels kind of... I get that you can run units down with speed, but it doesn't seem very good. I think I might even restart, because our last one was useless, and this one is useless. Can we have a start with a useful hag? Kind of be nice. I'm not gonna roll for a specific one, but I am gonna roll for one that's relevant to our campaign. It feels really bad that I start with a hero, and the hero... I guess I start with a hero, and the hero kind of sucks. Kind of don't like that. I want my starting units to be relevant, right? I mean, like, it should still be relevant. I guess that's the wrong way of putting it. I fucking hate unsynergetic units, and that's just a buff that doesn't do anything, as far as I can tell. So, can be useful to run ahead of my army. Maybe.
I fight for the greater good.
All right.
We will drown.
Start that again real quick.
world.
No one saw it. Didn't happen. Okay. Sure, the majority of the traits are pretty meh. I agree with that. But I would like a meh trait that's relevant to what we're doing. Angumar, when you post those links, I think you posted a link for me the other day too. Will you just @ me in that command so I get a ping to send when I finish streaming and I check my pings from Discord? I can like reference it. Thanks, man.
Violent.
So otherwise I forget about it. All right. All right, where were we? All right, let's go take a look. Starting with.
Priestess to the Druki.
All right, what do you have? What do you got for me? Hey! Sweet. She's disciplined. There we go. Look at that. Disciplined hag. Best trait? Sure. We'll say best trait. Best trait it is. Literally the best. undeniably the best thing ever. Good to know. Streamer cheats. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, good stream. We did it. We accomplished our objectives. We're done. See you guys here same time tomorrow, where we continue turn 2. All right, moving on. Have I played this game much? A little. I'm now on no longer fresh off the boat. Now I'm a first generation Total War Warhammer 2 Dark Elf player with Gen 2 going on right now. I guess. Maybe.
Speak now.
All right, so we want to go attack this. Do I need to recruit to do that? I don't think so, right? This is a pretty weak garrison. Yeah, with no walls. So we can do that this turn, recruit after that. That seems what I want to be doing. All right, let's take a look at the building browser. I guess we should attack first, since I'll have more resources after attacking. Do I have any rights available? No, I need to enslave 3 sets of dudes. Should try out the dwarves. Chat, how many factions are there in this game? Total?
Death Hag. Moving amongst them. Bewitching.
15 or so? With like 4 to 5 heroes each, depending on DLC, right? I want to make it very clear that I'm not in the least bit interested in suggestions for factions while I'm playing another faction. We did a pretty extensive set of polls last time we chose this faction. This was what the chat wanted us to see. And I'm happy with that, but I don't need suggestions of what I should and shouldn't be playing. Let's try to limit the backseating in this game. This game has invited more backseating than I'm used to in a while. And I'm reminded that I don't actually like to be backseated particularly hard. Hey, redeemed, explain a basic mechanic concept. First redemption of this one. I'm looking forward to these. This is going to be me trying to take these seriously. What is the Dark Elf slave faction mechanic? What do slaves mean? So after you fight a fight, you can enslave a portion of the units you killed. Enslaving them is an economy thing for this faction, this portion of the Dark Elves. And I have a number right here, my slave number here, which is the number of captives I have. They run economy for this faction. So basically, I get a number of income-based bonuses based on the slaves, and then I have a couple mechanics tied to sacrificing slaves. This bar here gives me buffs on both my hero as well as a number of other things like order, leadership, etc. And this bar depletes over time and is replenished by sacrificing slaves. So it's one of the core mechanics of this faction, and it's just another type of economic resource, essentially.
High priestess.
Hopefully that answered that. Let me know if that doesn't answer the questions when you redeem those. Anyways, we're going to go after this. Can I not get here this turn now? Why did that take half my... Oh, it didn't take half my movement. Okay. Wait. No, go. Go and attack. Attack!
Always death knight back. Kane is watching.
Do I want to link to a dev comment on bonus versus? Sure.
Carnage.
Could someone allow Targ to post a link here before he bans himself? No vortex, no lore. Yes! Hidden bonus of Mortal Empires.
Slash, stab, fight.
Phenomenal. Fucking lore. Although I was gonna say 40k lore is really good, but I'm not so sure regular Warhammer lore is as good. 40k when they're taking themselves seriously is fun. 40k when they're being silly is fucking dumb. They sit on a giant red button, which they push to go fast.
Battle
Oh yeah? Did your not very bright 2-year-old write that? I guess it would be like 6-year-old. Did he draw it? Did he color a red button for you? And that's when you thought like that was a good idea for lore? Okay. Grimdark. 40k. Thank you, Targ. I got that even though you got timed out for it. My apologies. My mods were not quick enough. All right, let's take a look. Attack and defense modifier, which is hit chance. Yep, so that's there. Bonus versus large adds additively to attack damage like charge bonus, but only against a certain entity size. Attack and damage. Does say attack and damage. Like a charge bonus. Okay. From a dev. Cheers. Appreciate the source. Morning, Gab. Yeah. Cool. All right, I guess we're taking this fight. We should try not to lose units here. We should just use Hellebron and our unnamed hag to destroy them. Where are my other... no, not bleak swords. I thought yeah, the executioners. There we go. Okay. Fantasy lore is pretty good until they nuke the setting and restart it. That sucks. Hey man, just picked up the game, trying to get an idea how sieges work in the early game when you don't have access to siege or ranged. Poorly. But if you're gonna do that where you don't have access to siege or ranged, you can use I don't remember what it's called. It's a resource when you attack a town, then you have like an encircle or like a siege mechanic, and you can build siege engines as part of your attack. So you can spend a couple turns to build something that will let you break the walls. Okay. All right.
Dark shards.
What made me start playing Total War games in the first place? Well, I have this really cool system that we built for our channel called the Ministry of Review, and it basically is a set of individuals who have been recruited into that by being long-term participants of the channel who are interested in the types of games I play on the channel, and they help me find games basically that I've missed that are really good games, and this was one of the ones that came up, and I'm loving this. And I did miss this when it initially came out, so I'm pretty happy to see that working. Where are my... yeah. We're actually looking for one more member for the Ministry of Review today, actually. All right, speed this up. Oh, they're sitting there. No. Fine. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay. Start playing V's. What are V's? Yeah. Versus players. I don't know if and when that will happen. I like the idea of it, kind of in theory. I'm not sure in practice that will be as fun as it might otherwise seem. Maybe. Okay. So getting shot at, that's fine. I have to charge up a hill. No, I don't want these guys getting shot at because they take a fuck ton of damage from ranged. All right, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's slow it down. No, no, no. Slow it down. Let's get our lords in. Lords in. Maybe should just soak more fire with the lords. They're actually okay to do that with. All right, get in there. Get in there. Shoot. Get in there. Thanks. All right, we don't need to hold formations here, I don't think. What's the hotkey for this? Why doesn't it tell me hotkeys on this? Oh, it does. It's going to be G in about 1 second. But let's go take a look at the controls. This G breaks groups, though. Toggle melee mode F. Toggle unit speed R. Strafe unit left. What do you think this is under? Toggle lock, toggle melee, toggle unit speed, special ability, increase unit width, control down, step unit group backwards. You can step them backwards? Wait, it doesn't have a hotkey, but everything else in the entire fucking game does? Question mark? All right. All right, let's bring it up to a speed where I can get music again. I'm ready to be musicked. No? Not coming back? Did we turn music off at some point when I'm not remembering? Dude, why is game settings not control? Sorry. Brightness, camera, campaign settings, game settings. Game settings? Okay, minimal, yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to try this step backwards, but it was down? What the fuck is down? Like mouse wheel down? Mouse wheel down is a zoom. Sound? Is there a sound here that I'm not seeing? Options? Oh, sound. There it is. All right. No. Not a peep. There it goes. Arrow keys. Down. Nah, they don't step backwards. Look. Changes the entire orientation of the unit. Nah, that's a trap. It's a trap. We've been tarped. All right. Now, where are my leaders? Shitting on things, great. Let's bloodlust. Bloodlust. Destroy. Okay. Their archers are disengaging from my units. How do I feel about this? Not terribly excited. All right. Oh, LeBron, get the fuck over there. Told you twice. All right, I want to try flanking this unit. So this unit is not currently flanked. No, attacked and flank. Okay. But is it attacked and flanked by this unit? Also, we don't need to hold that position when we're fighting. You can just fucking swarm that unit. Seems good to me. Okay. Remember when I told you to do things? Like attack that unit? I remember. How about you? How about now? You gonna go? No? Still not doing that? Would you consider it? What if I spam the button? What then? No? Still not interested? Alright, you do what you want to do. I imagine in a strategy like this, it's not important what the commander wants. Alright, are you slacking? No. Okay. Alright, I do like that our hag is destroying this entire group. And what are you doing? Stuff? But now I'm confused. Okay. So this unit, although its flag is here, is actually over here. And my units are engaging them as they run. I can buy that. It seems reasonable. Alright. We've taken more losses than I feel like we needed, but sure. The whole flag can be deceptive. Yes, the old stealth flag. End battle. Would you like me to save the replay chat? I can upload that if you want. Okay. Picture perfect start. Streamer destroys first battle. Alright, we'd like to loot and occupy. Get ourselves some slaves. Excellent. We got the banner of eternal flame. You know what this is not? I might add. This is not bodyguard. Yes! Where's the YouTube thumbnail gonna be? For what? Good banner. Seems like a good banner. Research available. We should research choose or die, which presumably is this tech. And what do we want to do here? I want to bait this unit into attacking. I think I want to recruit once more to do that, right? So we probably want to recruit here. Can get some dark shards, seems good. Happy to do it in that location. All right, the building itself, I would like to repair this. I need to make a decision this turn about what we're doing about public order. So public order and farming this slave army, not the slave armies, the rebellion armies seems pretty good. Gets us a fair number of slaves. There was a little too much of it last campaign because it was difficult to move my heroes around. So I basically had to babysit that. We should assign the, I guess, assign the follower. Should be here. We have it now. Banner of Eternal Flame, assigned unit, constant, self, affects allies in range, imbues fire damage, which is just 8% weapon damage. It's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the plan, Bale. The question is which region to do it in and where do I want these rebellions to go? So we start with the Road of Skulls, but I'm going to very quickly take Grand. That's my plan anyways. Grand was a nice location long term. Yeah, I want the early gold mine. There's no way I don't want that. Yeah, the plague was so painful. But last time I sold this because I didn't have anyone to trade with, so the wine production wasn't very helpful. And I didn't really want public order, and I wanted income. I think I'm going to do that again. All right. In here, we're going to take a look. Building browser in our cap. In Harganeth itself. I think we're doing slaves in the next province over again. So build that. You expanded too fast. No, I don't buy that summary. I think you expand too slowly in your games. All right. Do I want to recruit this for 2K? 2.8 right now. I've already recruited units. I don't think I can get another lord this turn, or maybe I can. Let's take a look. What do my lords look like? Oh, I could get a... I could probably get a lord. Huh. But if I recruit and get, if I ambush this turn, I don't get anything, right? Ambush this turn means I haven't had time to recruit. Recruits refresh at the beginning of the turn, right? All right, so let's not do that. Let's take a look at this building browser again. I may not even have availability of... I see no slots available for that one yet. I need income. Just doesn't matter what else I do. All right, I think we will build the Hall of Mustering. I don't hate getting the ranged ones right now while I'm fighting other Dark Elves. Okay. All right, unassign skill points on... Dude, I feel like my sound is fucked up. Let's save and just restart the game right now because... It seems to be doing something really weird with the sound. Like I'm not getting like dialogue confirmations of building buildings. All right. What is my preferred information medium when looking for information on a game? I like knowledgeable people, soldiers. My general answer to that. Generally, when I'm playing and learning games on stream, the people who are watching the stream either are new to it and watching me, or they're interested in the game and are watching the game and watching me for that, right? So a lot of times, like when I'm learning stuff, I learn through chat for some of the stuff. So at some point when it gets complicated, I like beyond what kind of the average player knows kind of stuff, I look for experts generally. I think that answers that. Expanded too fast. Do you know what's too fast? What you can't handle. We were handling those armies just fine. Yeah. I made one mistake, and that was I took a non-capital expansion location and got boned by rebels on that because I needed the predictability of where they'd be spawning. Okay. I can ask you for medical, financial, and relationship advice. Ooh. I asked one of my chat was a lawyer, and I asked him some tax advice and got some decent tax advice. I don't know about relationship advice. Do we have relationship experts in chat?
You have returned.
Woo. Getting up there.
Yeah, Pious Monk for the 30-month sub. Thank you. New ways to spend points, but to ask about Civ, you need to spend 1 million. Yeah. Yep. What even counts as a relationship expert? Well, maybe we define it by defining the space around it. I was just making a virgin chat joke. Don't worry, Billy. It was just long-winded. It's not on you. It's on me. All right. Unassign skill points. Get our first death hag. Divorce lawyer. Oh, man. Yep. So replenish troops was okay. Cleanse corruption might be okay if we are dealing with tainted effects. So last time I built this as a melee unit with replenish troops. And I'm not sure I needed the replenish troops. And I missed the ability to assassinate really annoying fucking units coming into my land. I think I'm going to hold off on skill points for the moment. Death Hags and SOS have poison.
Incapable.
Okay. What's SOS here? And then let's take a look at Crone.
Helibron.
Yes, Crone Helibron. I'm sorry I didn't get all the way through that. We want some Route Marcher. Just too good. Okay. Yeah. Unassigned skills is fine. Built our upgrades. Recruiting.
There's destruction everywhere.
Repairing. Looks like a turn. Good morning, Scott. Yeah, I've had a couple recommendations for Grimhammer, which I'm certainly interested in playing this modded eventually if we have the time for it, but I don't want to do it on like this early quite yet. I need a little bit more understanding of the base game. Could occupy that location or not, quite honestly. Wow. Would you like to travel across 9/10 of the map to get to that location for that unit? No. Okay.
Queen of Haganeth.
Alright, so I liked the ambush strategy versus this unit. Alright, so capital's still upgrading. We can invest in a cash building here, which I'm going to, which is the Artisan's House. Phenomenal. Alright, what is it to recruit a lord?
The Druki are restless.
Can't get any more of these right now. And a lord is actually not that expensive, although of course it fucks all of our upkeep permanently for everything else. Which one is strategist? Campaign movement range is quite nice. A lot of loyalty. All right, so the plan is to. I really liked our play last time, which was recruit a lord, use it, then dismiss it, right?
What is this foolishness?
And that was to bait them into fighting here by moving here.
Chill-hearted. Blood Queen.
Can't tell if that's in or not. Let's go there.
Cain's instrument.
That's definitely in.
Behold my
And then we're gonna ambush.
beauty.
Do I summon a lord? Why new start? Didn't really like last start.
Beautifully deadly.
Okay. So the advantage to a lord right now is I can recruit while I'm doing that. Do I need to?
It's colder than my heart.
It's gonna fuck my income if I do that, but I can't recruit this turn if I don't.
High Priestess.
I think I maybe want to wait a turn anyways because we're waiting on the Hall of Mustering to finish upgrading. So let's run with this. Got. Come to filthy. Do it, coward. Yes! Ambush failed is still fine. Okay, they did recruit a lot. I think it's okay though.
Slash. Stab.
Okay.
Fight. Kill.
Banner! Fuck. Alright. I can just load that, I guess. Good call. I never can remember to... I never, ever, ever remember to assign banners. Okay. Literally impossible. Alright. We'll get the banner in. Get the banner in. Good call. Good call. Someone said it might be worth to recruit. They attack you anyways. I'm not sure they do attack me anyways. No, if I switch out of ambush stance, they don't necessarily come this way. And I don't really want to spend another turn waiting on them. And I do want to push their settlement next turn. Just curious why they changed to Mortal Empires. It's not a change. We've been playing Mortal Empires the last 3 days. Okay. Can't get the garrison to help you out. I don't think there is a garrison. We were in range of that garrison, but... Oh, failed ambush doesn't recruit off garrison, so that's why. So we are attempting, but it didn't work. All right. So we're just ending turn, right? Yeah. I will quick save this time. This fight has been challenging. Okay, so I have to assign this banner. Is there any world in which I don't give this to one of my... Well, Hellebron's got poison too. To one of my, like, lords? No. Because it's a fucking percent-based damage buff. Okay. Sure, it's AoE, but it's not a huge AoE.
Glorious slaughter. Blood for all.
Yeah, Kephius, aren't they good, man? They're so good. Alright, we don't have any magic yet. We did manage to get a couple more archers.
Understood.
Merciless warriors.
Ha!
Dread spears. Battle ready.
Dark elves. Dread spears.
All right.
Nagarothi.
Helibron!
The merciless host.
Helibron! I am ready. Brides of Cain!
All right.
Dark shards. Eager for battle. Battle ready.
Where are they? They've chosen not to deploy to the field of battle. So they're deployed hidden in there, I guess. Ah, here they come. All right. Dark Riders, Dark Riders, Dark Riders. We do need the archers to deal with these. I'm not sure what this terrain is actually like. All right. Okay, should be able to shoot in about 1 second. Good. Get on there. Move to there. Move up. Melee here. Are we able to shoot yet? Not yet. Now we are. You in the way of my archers right now? Don't get in the fucking way. Good. Move up. Up. Shoot. Dude, I don't know where my archers are going, but I would like them to stay stationary and shoot, okay? Great. We shooting? Can't tell if they're shooting. Will they give me error notifications on their attack bars if they're like shooting uphill and they can't? Will they give me like purple for willing rebellion? Okay. All right, these are Hambo Corsairs. Gonna want Bleak Sword on Bleak Sword. I reckon there are archers right now, and I need the lords to move. Wait, what? No, yeah, okay, that's good. And where's my other lord? Here. Okay. Good, break in their archers. Let's go in here. Maybe not both. Actually, is there a cancel order? Backspace, thanks. Shoot that. That. Rotate to there. No, are you facing the wrong fucking way right now, right as you're getting attacked? Not yet, you're not. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to deploy. I want these kind of fodder squads to engage fodder squads, and I want to focus with my elite squads on their more dangerous squads. Okay, just got hit with the spell. Okay, you guys can shoot that temporarily. Are they shielded? These are dread spears. Dread spears are shielded. You guys told me that Sea Dragon Cloak is like resistance to ranged units. Is that correct? I think you did.
Executioner.
No, yeah. Okay, which is it? No, or yeah? Sea Dragon Cloak is just armor. All right, how do we? Okay, so we got to select this unit because chat doesn't know. Very light, yet incredibly sturdy material for armor. I can see they have no missile resist. Okay, so chat, part of chat was wrong. One of chat was wrong. How do I do this? I alt left click to move. Okay. Let's pour some damage on that then. Still happy to see that being shot. We're going to engage in there. Engage in there and engage in there. You don't need to be blocking. You don't need to be blocking. You don't need to be blocking. We're going to get in on, probably end up there, but we'll see. You can also move forward. Okay, shooting my archers with that spell. All right, I like this. We can focus this group here. Happy to get on that. Happy to move these archers forward. These things will be returning in a minute.
Dark shards.
Happy to shoot the handbows. Okay. Happy to temporarily shoot that. It's got wrecked by that spell effect. Where's their lord? There. Kind of want to shut their lord down.
Dark shards at once.
Advancing. Dark elves. Dark shards.
Don't mind shutting that group down too. We've got the better melee combatants in on their spears. So these have rallied, coming back. All right, Rip Corsair Hambo, which they're using as melee or ranged units. I'm not actually convinced they are ranged units, right? They're kind of a mix. All right, let's begin work on the Lord. And then we'll shoot the horses when they come back too.
The merciless host.
This unit's losing. My Blackguard, my Shard unit losing to theirs, kind of annoying. Wonder why. What's going on here? We're just helping in melee, that's fine. Okay, broke that unit again. Shoot that, shoot the Lord. Pay attention to that unit. Okay. Corsairs are better anti-infantry than your dread units. This is a bleak sword versus a bleak sword fight. I'm not sure anything you said is relevant to that conversation. My question was, why is my bleak sword getting so wrecked by their bleak sword? Okay. Ah, difficulty level. That makes some sense. All right, let's drop the crone in on that for a minute. Key to using Horsehair Hambos, which I don't have, so turn off skirmish on them. I don't know if I need to get on their lord directly here, or if the archers are enough.
Dark shards.
This broke their lord. I do want to do as much damage to them as possible. They have the ability to retreat here, so wiping out groups is relevant.
Cold-blooded killers.
I wish you would actually chase.
Death hag, as you say, time to die.
Really? No chasing at all? Okay. Might be out of damage we can do. We're not gonna be faster than chasing here, right? So out of my archers means out of my chase range. None of these units can close gaps, right? Okay. Sisters can. Alright, we definitely want to enslave. They make it all the way back to the walls. It's unfortunate. Okay. Maybe level ups again. Yeah, the Crone leveled. As well as our hero units. Lord unit. Hero unit. There's no way to tell the difficulty, I'm afraid. So, more recruitment. Angry with me, Atomic Aegis. It's interesting. What is that? Do we want to upgrade this? Uh-oh. I showed you another good game. Disaster. Disaster. Alright, what are we doing about this? So they're in here now. I can't actually handle their garrison plus their units.
What is this foolishness?
Maybe I can.
Someone bring me a cloak.
So they're mustering. Which means they're recruiting a bunch of units. Can I prevent their recruitment from besieging their walls? I can, right? By just encircling them? Okay.
Hag queen.
So probably want to do that. These are 120-man groups. So here was last time where I used recruitment off a lord. Ups our cost significantly. Alright, let's take a look what we want to take for this. So this is almost certainly going to end up being my mobile land army. The mobile sea armies will be the arcs, and then we'll probably have a less mobile land army for crushing rebellions, right? This doesn't seem that good to me. I don't think I don't think recruitment cost discounts are all that useful unless the upkeeps were also calculated off that. And Dreaded Slaver seems very good to me with an aggressive army moving around. So I'm probably taking points in here again. Our hero needs to make some decisions. I kind of want to try an assassin-based character because I almost never leveled them this way. We'll see. All right, either way, we're going over here.
Unfettered.
So I could potentially assassinate their lord, right? If I did that correctly. Not the lord heroes. Ah. All right, so we go here.
Fill my cauldron.
We're gonna siege it.
Cain is watching.
We're gonna build a battering ram.
Slash, stab, fight.
We're mostly just doing this to draw them out, which is fine. I probably need to reinforce here. I have available now my new unit, which is a armored archer and a hero available. Hero has pretty significant upkeep, and it's just a duplicate of the existing hero, I believe. It's not. It's a different. It's the pure melee hero, isn't it? Okay. It's very early to grab another lord, but another lord can recruit armies for me to reinforce this, which is kind of useful. We did it last time and then just dismissed the lord, which I think is okay.
Slaughter. Blood for all.
All right. So let's look at what lords we want. Fleet-footed's garbage. Strategist seems pretty nice. High loyalty coming in there. We could look for babysitting lords with things such as local province stuff, but I'm not seeing any right now. So we could either grab strategist for movement. I don't know what the supreme sorceress does. Presumably cast spells.
Cain is watching.
Or we could grab with super high loyalty, or we could grab, there was like some other one that was a little bit interesting. I'm not sure she's going to be doing all that much ambushing as a kind of babysitter. I didn't really love these. Oh, sword and shield's okay. I didn't really love the ranged lords. They weren't that great. I didn't feel like. This one seems good too.
Slash, stab,
Spiteful is the
fight,
best
kill.
trait. It's certainly good. How's her loyalty? The loyalty comes in kind of low. It's not 5 to 10. It's okay though. I don't know what beast spell is. Is beast shitty? Like feels like death. At least gets at what I'm trying to do.
Carnage
Beast is
awaits
bad.
us.
It's okay. It's garbage. Vanilla, it's bad. How about death? Death is good. Well, at least we're... Alright. Let's grab that one I was looking at. The strategist. I like movement. Movement's good. And I like loyalty. So. Alright. Incoming total army upkeep by 15%, which is kind of rough. I'm not sure what we're paying right now. I guess I could check. We're currently paying
How delightful.
1661. So this is another 190 upkeep. Okay.
Supreme sorceress of Grog.
All right, let's recruit units here. I'm gonna go for shielded dark shards, and probably a dread spear. Just need some fodder. Okay, and I want to upgrade over here. Can I still do it? I
There is
can't.
growing
1500.
unrest.
What if I only took 2 of
Supreme
these?
sorceress of Grog.
Oops. Still 1500.
Blood for all.
I do want that upgrade ticking right now.
Chosen of
I can make
Hecate.
these the other ones. That's so close, but that's still not quite there. Alright.
Ruby are restless.
It's gonna be my turn. Huh. Dark Elf doesn't have fodder units. Dark Spears would like to disagree.
Cain is watching.
Did not choose to rally out, which is interesting. They can't reinforce, you said, right?
Fail.
They're just healing.
No. Always Death Knight.
So I could move in with our reinforcements and assault the walls. They don't heal. Huh.
Do not vex us further.
Neat. Neat, neat, neat.
Feel my power.
So I could also move to like right there and recruit another unit, which would kind of be nice. 598. I can only get spears though. I thought I could maybe get. I'm 2 gold off that. Feels bad. Okay.
Moving on.
All right.
God of
Unassigned skill points here are fine. It's the only ones. I guess I in the siege
bleed and
begin building either another one of these or one of these siege towers. Siege towers 2 turns. Can't recruit an ambush stance. All right.
slash.
Give it one more turn, but I want this over with. It's taking too long.
I sense another power.
All right. Did not sally out again. Kind of annoyed about this.
The goddess forbids.
All right, what am I doing to them while I'm sieging them? Does it do damage to their garrisons or their walls or anything?
My blades thirst. Carnage awaits us. Kill them all.
I think we maybe attack now.
Cruel sorceress. Slaughter for me.
Is there a downside to equipping a battering ram to a low hit point unit?
The people are displeased.
So we will have a spellcaster. There'll be 5 sets of archers,
Destroy them.
5 melee. Can I pick up a battering ram if it gets destroyed? Or if the unit carrying it initially gets destroyed? Okay. Alright, let's try this fight then.
Always Death Knight glorious.
We will quick save this
Blood for all.
somewhere. Here? Here. Yeah. So what am I dealing with? They have 3 sets of armored archers plus walls and 6 sets of melee. Yeah. Rams are a trap. Well, I was expecting to sally out, and the only reason why I took ram is it was a 1-turn build as opposed to a fucking 2-turn build. Otherwise, I'd be on the Dark Elf siege towers.
Cain is
All right.
watching.
Hard fight. Yeah, quite possibly. Give units from second army first so they'll be near walls, not as reinforcement. No. Probably should have done that. Is there any better like heuristic for mana than if it's under half? I guess it's slightly different than that. If it's under a third, pretty much always reroll. If it's under half, consider whether or not you can win the fight with 0 mana, but mostly you're just rolling up. It's an interesting idea, Chris. It's probably better than what I was doing. Are these things going to shoot me? They only shoot if they have people on them, right? And they can't get people on them because this is not a deployable area. Okay. Does the these stupid siege things give any sort of missile defense or anything? They probably don't, do they? Yeah.
Bleak swords.
It's fine.
Dread spears.
Executioners!
Bleak swords. Dread spears.
Alright, so I want to stay away from those fields of fire.
Druki. Dread spears. Dealers in death.
Dark shards!
Dread spears.
Hellebron! Bride of Cain!
Yeah. Can't use 2 rams in the same door? Feels bad. I didn't realize there was a door limit, a ram limit on the doors. Armor reinforcements a million miles away. Okay.
Bleak swords. By your command.
Maybe we should have just deployed over here with the fucking archers, honestly. Okay.
To battle!
I like the ambush
Without
idea.
question.
I didn't even think about that if I wasn't recruiting.
Dealers in death! Forward!
Spreading despair!
Alright, my reinforcements here, yeah.
Fell sorcery! Spreading terror! Cain, lead me!
Druki. As you say.
Dealing death!
Alright, so what are my spells? I've got Aspect of the Dread Knight. Self or ally. Gives terror aura. And I've got Spirit Leech. Strong versus a single combatant. Jesus. This terminology again. Combatant is an individual, is like a lord, or a combatant is a single unit. Like a single unit group. Lord. It's shitty.
Cain's
Oh, let's get all those archers.
now, guided by Cain, with relish.
We are ready. Massacre them.
Yes.
Alright. Let's go.
Murder awaits!
Very well. Excellent. Supreme thought.
Oh, whoa, what are we fucking doing? Get out of range of these stupid catapults already.
It is done.
Dark shards! On to slaughter! Death!
At once. My blade hungers.
Helebron! Rookie sorcery! Do my bidding!
Targetable on a wall? Seems to be. Alright, Lord's up on the wall.
Helebron!
Should be able to kill this archer group. Should be able to kill all these groups. Do I want to bloodlust yourself? Yeah.
Blood! Blood!
Alright. Let's move these units closer. I'd like you to be a little bit more reasonable in how you deployed. Thanks. This unit's almost down.
Hell and foul!
Why is it still able to shoot me? Don't I control this? Okay. Nope. What are you doing? Don't climb down. Just fight. Can't get more people up on that wall, huh? Port wall indestructible. Can she just not climb? Oh, she's already here. I remember sending her up there. Ah, well played, Filthy. You send her where you needed. Good call. Okay. Wall's down. Great. Can we drop the siege engine now? Okay. Okay.
I am ready!
Do we ever get these buffs off? Maybe not.
Summoning destruction!
Why do I not own this region? How is this thing still shooting me? Don't they have to have fucking units in here?
High priestess!
Oh, they do have units there. I'm just not fighting them, apparently. You killed them already? There we go.
Death hag!
The merciless host.
Look at that alignment.
Make them bleed. On to slaughter.
Hag!
Alright. Cleared out their walls. Mostly. They're still shooting me with this thing. I don't know how. I don't even have a unit on the wall right now.
Slaughter!
What is in here? Did she climb down? You did not climb down, right? Okay, good, good, good. Stay up there. Okay. Still shooting me. I don't know how they have ownership of this tile.
Murderess!
The unit was climbing down, fleeing, and it still counts as fucking having ownership. Where my other unit? My executioner's to there.
With pleasure.
Speak dark deeds!
Yeah. Colors on the tower reflect. Oh, I see. So this is being converted. Okay. Climbing walls exhaust the unit, sure, but I still have to get up on these walls, right? So.
Death hag! Limitless power!
No, no, no. Fuck, I just cast the wrong unit. No cancel once you confirm, too. Rip.
Helebron! End them!
Alright, Sisters of Slaughter up on the walls now. Alright, my walls.
Shots. Nagarothi. Onwards to murder.
Almost.
Advance, Druki.
Dark shards.
Whisper to me. Misery for all.
All right. LeBron's still holding this wall. Good. We have sisters up there. Sisters could get in here. I'd like to put more units up on this wall. Eventually, I want my archers on these walls.
Shots. Following orders.
Supreme sorceress. I summon thee. Blood Queen.
What the fuck is going on in here?
Bleed them.
Executioners!
Still coming up the wall.
Death is coming!
Okay. Seems to be going as according to plan as it can go right now.
Dread spears!
A lot of yelling.
Dark shots!
Yelling seems to be powerful. Great. We can go get up there on our archers now. What are these shots? Oh, it's enemy shots over there. I'm like, who are they shooting at? Just misses, I guess.
Death hag. Queen Elebron. Cain. Hear me.
Renewal. Welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you, Toaster Oven, for the 2 months. Welcome back. They're somehow managing to take my tower, the tower again. Yeah. I would like to position archers. A lot of my archers out of ammo.
At once!
There would be good though.
Death hag.
Neither of you need to be in guard position.
Blood drenched. Nagarothi.
What's going on over here? Why are we just letting their units retreat? No one will ever know. Okay. I think that is a notification to move in.
Nagarothi!
Kind of annoying group moving like this.
Eager for battle. With pleasure. Dark shards. Advance, Druke.
Alright, bring the lords down here.
Darkness comes.
Other way around there.
Destruction. God.
Dread spears! Attack!
Death hag. By Marai hag.
No, don't go off the wall. Don't you dare fucking go off the wall. Get on this unit.
Mercy!
No.
We understand.
Oh, this unit's coming down the walls, I see.
Helebron.
Battle calls. Without question.
Black.
Carnage
Okay.
awaits!
Very nice. I don't think that fight was that bad. Get ourselves an early fort here. Early capital, rather. Alright, let's go ahead and loot and occupy.
Behold my.
Bound spell fireball. Hell yeah. Okay. Sacrifice to Cain is unlocked. Excellent. Alright, let's take a look at our units. Bound spell fireball. Very nice. I think we picked up a hand weapon too. Causes fear. Do we already have fear on it? We don't. It's a very nice weapon too. Okay. Alright, I think the next thing we want to do is trade these units over.
Taking control.
I think we want to take our level up here. Is it more does she have a level up? Level up on our support unit. Did not level up on the sorceress. And our hag is leveled once more as well. Okay. I think we're going to get rid of our sorceress for now. Don't need to pay for it, I don't think. Get a rebellion here, and rebellion here in a couple turns.
The people grow restless.
I don't think I can afford 2 armies right now is the thing, though. We are going to use this right as soon as we... Probably next turn when we start fighting. It's a very, very powerful one. I do need to take this settlement basically, I think it's there. Basically as soon as possible because I need access to the coast. Maybe I could take Nagagrand. I was going to try annexing a faction, though. I haven't done that yet.
Dark power.
Three turns on this, right?
Cease your provocations.
What is your dark purpose?
Volunteering for fodder duty on Angermar. Sold.
Of Haganeth.
Alright. Let's go ahead and grab and dismiss here. How do I do this? I go there and go to disband. Okay.
Behold my beauty.
Don't have to rush the port province. I found the arc to be insanely powerful. So I kind of want to rush the port province. Can't recruit the arcs except at ports, right?
Do not vex us further.
I'm going to repair here. There's this one. Yeah, repair that too. And do I want to recruit? What can I recruit? Only Dread Spears. A little disappointing. I think I'm happy with the total number of Dread Spears I have in this army, so I don't really want that. Okay, we have tech available. These were good. So is growth, of course. Arc will be in the pool even if you don't have the port. I don't think that's true. We were unable to recruit the arc outside of it. You cannot recruit new black arcs from settlements that do not have a port. Chat. I see 2 people in chat who are generally been giving me pretty good advice so far, suggesting that I can. Oh, I see. So I can cast it, just not... Wait, what? I see. So I can still cast this. Okay. Got it. Okay, that's fair enough too. That is the issue, is getting the arc off cooldown, or getting the arc spell on cooldown. So, got it. Alright, I don't think I want to recruit anything here, since I can't recruit anything that I care about. So let's just end the turn. We do have access to another lord. That maybe is worth recruiting while I have a moment.
Everywhere ruin.
It's another type. Not a lord. A hero. Thought we got access to a... Oh, it's a different region, right? So we'd go here.
The people are displeased.
Confident. Okay. Weapon master. Single. That's a basic buff. Dude, weapon damage. Weapon strength plus 10% is actually pretty solid. Armor piercing damage, but I think we don't... Our guys already have armor piercing. Gold mine on the city I just captured.
Buildings are crumbling.
We would have to cancel the artisan's house if we did that. Gold mine's good, but I want slave pens in here too. Yeah, I can kind of get behind that actually. Seems dumb to cancel a gold building, but I think you're right. I forgot about the gold mine. Thank you.
Cease your provocations.
All right. We're looking at a hero here. We have 3 masters available, of which we can have 2 recruited if we want them. I don't love charge bonus, but I do like weapon strength on a unit that has 1 billion weapon strength already. I don't know melee. Melee attacks accuracy. Accuracy is pretty good though. Armor piercing is pretty okay if we don't have it. I don't know if we have it already or not. I'm not super excited about confident. That's funny. The one I don't like. Okay. Yeah, I'm going for weapon master, I think. I don't really want another lord because I don't want to pay their up or another hero right now. I don't really want to pay their upkeep, but I do want the I want the leveling to happen right now. Okay. Alright. Rebellion next turn. Negative growth. Sucks.
Do not vex us further.
Okay. So if I end up in that area, can I get to here this turn? I think I can. No, I cannot. Fucking close though. I could maybe postpone it. So somewhere it tells me how much this actually matters being around here. But I'm not sure where.
Rookie are restless.
In the city. Public order in the city. The city. Military presence 14, sure, but what is it over here? It doesn't like tell me lack of a military presence thing, right? Yeah, but it's different, right? Being garrisoned in a city is different than like standing in the province. What I'm considering doing is moving here, recruiting some units that I want, and then which will probably reduce this, but I'm just not sure by how much.
Bloody-handed priestess.
And then they can sneak over here and take that, right? And that's still rebelling. Didn't change shit. I can't even tell if I'm in that faction. Somewhere you can tell. You're here. We're in Harganeth. It's annoying.
The people are displeased.
I don't want to give him this city.
Ill-considered.
Think he's twice as fast as me? I was unable to reach. Presumably he's unable to reach. Is that reasonable logic?
What shall we read?
Yeah, but isn't military presence good enough for something? No, it looks like you have to be in the city for military presence. Alright, if that's the case... I have walls. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, good call. We have walls. So I actually want to move closer to the rebellion.
Wait, this isn't Civ. There aren't even hexes.
I know, man. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, let's grab the fish? No, the gold mine for 1,000. And let's recruit.
Pains, priestess.
We're gonna want some dark shards. We get 2 of these. Okay.
Cease your provocations.
All right, skill points unassigned. Don't think it matters. Not doing these. No fights right now. Okay. Let's go ahead and add the Lord to the
Master
army.
Druki. This is real military
Okay.
might.
Getting a bit low here, but not to the point I care yet. Can we cast any of these? We can cast this, but there's no point yet.
Chill wind
Okay.
blows.
All right.
Despair.
I've liked both factions I've
kind
played, which is super
gesture.
fun. Hey, Jagger with the $5 donation. I assume that is for a Lord request, Jagger. Yeah. Or I guess hero. All right.
Mistress
Let's
of
rename a
Argonet.
unit. Okay. You had a message that said you'd be my master. It's a strange way of phrasing it. Sure. We can make the master unit into you. All right. Oops. Cheers. Thanks for the donation. All right, let's go after this unit. We want to cast the ritual first. Perform right. Makes all of our fighting much, much more profitable for us. Let's go after this. Looks like a pretty easy auto resolve.
Glorious.
Great. Get captives.
Feel blade way of Argonet.
We're gonna march. Get as close as we can to these guys for next turn. We got level ups presumably.
They have
Double 4 level ups now on this. I think I'm gonna try the specialist build on this. I haven't started as a specialist. Okay, level up on Jagger. I'm gonna go with stimulate growth even. And Helebron leveled.